What's up guys? Mga kauman natin dyan. Alam ko na maraming nagtatanong about dito sa radar plotting. So ngayon ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano ang manual radar plotting. Okay? Let's go! So gamit na yung ating radar transfer plotting sheet. And we have also our two rulers, triangle rulers, the compass divider, and of course the pencil. Hindi mawawala na may eraser. Let's familiarize first with our radar transfer plotting sheet. So marami pong klase ng radar transfer plotting sheet. So ito ay isa lamang sa mga yon. So we have here the rings. So makikita nyo yung rings na yan. Okay. This one is the PPI or the plant position indicator. So nasa gilid yun yung kanyang bearing scale yan. And also dito sa gilid din yun yung ating range setting, no? So yung scaling. So nandito, okay? So 1:1 yung nandito. So nandito yung 2:1. Ibig sabihin nun, pag 1:1, ibig sabihin, one ring, for example, itong isang ring, if you're going to use this scale, ibig sabihin, this one ring is equivalent to 1 mile. So, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4, 5, 6 miles. Kung itong scale yung gagamitin mo, 2:1, so it means that this one is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay? And meron din tayo ditong scale dito na 1:0.5. So, ibig sabihin, yung isang ring na ito is 0.5 nautical miles. So, we are using nautical miles. Then, dito sa kabila is 4:1. So, 4 nautical miles ang isang ring. Then, dito sa kabila, yung scale ng speed. Okay? So, normally, hindi na natin ginagamit yan because we're using now the calculator. Then, dito, ilalagay nyo ang given, no? The motion 1, 2, 3. So, that represents by the letter M. The time, the bearing, and the distance. So, your observation, nilalagay nyo dito. Kung ilang target yan, so meron ditong 1, 2, 3, at saka 4. And dito sa baba naman, ito yung scale for getting, in getting the distance, time, and speed. If you will not use the calculator, itong scale yung gagamitin mo. So, based dito sa ating scenario, we are going to determine first the given. So, the vessel is sailing on course 025 degrees. So, this is the own course. So, of 15 knots, so own speed is 15 knots. So, we have the first observation, 08:30, 100 hours. So, we are going to put here, the 08:30. No? So, this is the column for our given. Then, the 08:30, the bearing is 065. Lagay natin dito, 065 degrees. The distance is 10 miles. Yan. That is the first observation. The second observation is 0836 yung time. Okay, 064 yung bearing and range is 7.5. So, 0836, 064, then 7.5. nautical miles. Okay, so unang-una natin gawin is to determine which is the own course. No, i-indicate natin yung own course natin. So dito 'yon, 025. So lagyan na lang natin ng indicator dito. Okay? So lagyan natin ng own course and 025. Okay? So matik na 'yon. Ang ating speed is 50 knots. Hindi na natin kailangan nilagay diyan. The next step is, so nandito yung ating given, so 0830, 065, and 10 nautical miles ang kanyang distance. So, punta tayo sa 065, nandito yung 65, yan. So, 10 nautical miles, gamit yung ating compass divider, so mag-measure tayo dito. Itong scale ang gagamitin natin, yung 2:1. Okay, so since na 2:1 yung gagamitin natin, if we're going to count this, one scale is, or one ring is 2 miles. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, hindi na natin kailangan ng compass divider. lagyan natin ng indication. So, nandito siya. No, tuldok lang muna. Okay? So, the next observation is 064 degrees, 7.5 nautical miles. So, ang 064 is nandito. Ayan. So, mag-measure na tayo ng 7.5. So, 7.5. So, 7.5 is somewhere here. Ayan. Then, from the PPI, so, tuldok. Ayan. So, lagyan natin ng... So, this is our first observation. So, we're going to mark it with small r. This second observation, mark with small m. Okay? So, then, that's the time that we're going to connect it, the first observation to the second observation to determine your relative motion line. Okay, so that is your relative motion line. And so, we will put the indication here, RML. So, next natin na gagawin, kukunin natin yung bearing ng RML. So, that is the DRML or direction of relative motion. So, ilalagay lang natin itong RML na ito sa gitna. Okay? Sa gitna sa PPI. Then, i-indicate natin dito ang DRML. So, lagyan ninyo ng arrow. So, this is now your DRML. So, direction of relative motion, that is 249. So, 249 degrees. So, ang DRML natin now is 249 degrees. So, next is, kukunin na naman natin ang CPA or the closest point of approach. So, gamit yung ating triangle ruler, no, the 90 degrees. So, maglalagay tayo dito ng, or i-indicate natin dito ng line. No? So, this is your CPA. Now, i-measure natin yung CPA. So, ibig sabihin ng CPA, guys, ito yung point wherein your vessel and the target vessel is close to each other. Okay? Yan. So, measure natin yan. Then, punta tayo dito. So, be consistent kung saang scale yung ginamit nyo sa umpisa, yun yung kukunin nyo hanggang dulo. So, nasa 7, no? 5, 6, 7. So, that is 0.7. Okay, CPA natin is 0.7 nautical miles. Next natin na kukunin is yung TCPA or yung time at CPA. So, isulat natin dito sa taas, TCPA. So, gamit yung DST or yung formula ng DST. So, hindi tayo gagamit ng scale dito sa baba ng plotting sheet. So, gagamit lang tayo ng calculator, or I think no need to calculate. No need the calculator kasi gagamit tayo ng 6 minutes rule. Okay? Paano yung 6 minutes rule na yan? So, gagamitan natin yan ng DST na formula. Time for CPA. So, we are looking for the time at the closest point of approach. Ibig sabihin, guys, ano oras yung target vessel na ito dito sa area na to? Yun yung TCPA. Okay? So, we are going to solve for the TCPA. So, distance over speed. So, ano yung distance? So, the distance traveled from the second observation or the last observation to the CPA. So, distance travel. Then, yung speed, okay? The speed of the relative motion. Okay? Yung speed ng target, no? The relative motion speed. Okay? Okay, so we will mark as SRM, no? Speed. Since na ang distance traveled is from the last observation of the target to your vessel, so i-measure natin yan. Yan. So, dito kayo mag-measure dun sa CPA. Yan. Then, kunin natin dito sa scale. So, that is about 7.6. No? Try natin ulit. Okay. So, that is 7.6. 7.6 nautical miles. How about the SRM or the speed of relative motion? So, isosolve pa natin yan. Ang SRM na yan. So, SRM, gamit itong formula ng DST, the speed is therefore distance over time. Okay? So, ano yung distance? So, ito yung distance niya. So, kahit hindi na natin ito i-measure, no, based dito sa distance na given, 10 at saka 7.5, that is already 2.5. So, i-measure, papakita ko sa inyo. Ayan. So, that is 2.5. Ayan, no? So, nasa 2.5 siya. So, ang distance natin is 2.5. Okay? Lagay natin dito ng indication, R2M. Yan. So, yung time is yung time interval of this first observation to the second observation, which is, lagay natin interval. Okay? Time interval is 0 or 6 minutes, no? 6 minutes or 0.1 hours. Bakit naging 0.1 hours? Because 6 minutes, i-divide mo sa 60, magiging 0.1. So we have 0.1 for every 6 minutes. 6 minutes or 6 minutes is equivalent to 0.1 hours. So kung 60 minutes, i-divide mo sa 6 minutes, that is a total of 1. Okay? 1 hour. So, i-divide natin ngayon siya or i-calculate na natin yung 2.5 nautical miles dito sa 6 minutes or 0.1. So, kahit hindi na kayo gagamit ng calculator, 2.5 over 0.1 is 25 knots. Okay? Yun ang tinatawag na 6 minutes rule. Okay. Now, gagamitin na natin itong SRM na ito na 25 knots dito sa TCPA natin. So, ilagay na natin dito yung 25 knots. Okay, i-explain ko lang na ang SRM natin, ito yung tinakbo ng ating first observation to the second observation na target vessel. So that is only a relative motion. That is not yet the true speed of your target. Okay, so without using the calculator and only using this scale dito sa baba, tingnan natin kung ano magiging sagot niyan. So we have the 7.6. So ang gagawin ninyo, nandito yung ng scale ng distance, nandito yung sa minutes at saka nandito yung sa speed. So 7.6, mag-measure tayo ng 7.6. So ang 7.6 is somewhere here. Yan. Then puntahan natin yung 25 knots. Ng 25 nandito. Yan, itutok nyo yung dulo. Tapos yung isang dulo, yun yung indication ng inyong time. So, yung time natin is nasa 19 minutes. Ayan. So, ito yung 19 minutes. Okay? So, lagay natin dito, that is 19 minutes. So, hindi natin kailangan convert yan sa hours. That is our TCPA. So, ibig sabihin guys, from the last observation, okay, to the CPA, 19 minutes yung tatakbuhin niya. So, nakuha na natin yung data, which is yung RML natin, yung relative motion line. Okay, yung direction ng first and second observation of the target. And kinuha na natin yung DRML or direction of relative motion. Yan, 249 degrees. Nakuha din natin yung CPA which is 0.7 nautical miles. Okay, i-analyze natin ngayon guys. Ang sabi ni Kapitan, the master's order is to keep all targets to a minimum CPA of 2 nautical miles. So, ibig sabihin, this CPA na 0.7 is dangerous. Okay? So, dangerous ito as per the order of the master na 2 nautical miles. Kasi dapat, ang target na to ay kailangan nating iiwasan, no, at least 2 nautical miles. 2 nautical miles natin ay nandito. So, our next step is to determine which or what course, no, are we going to steer, the new course to steer.